Hey leaders, setting goals is an event. Achieving goals, on the other hand, depends upon more than spending some time brainstorming and writing smart goals. Any leadership can do that, and probably most do. But I'll tell you, when it's done right, the way owners and their leadership teams think and approach the business evolves, and an amazing transformation takes place. I'll talk about that in a moment. Hi, I'm Jeff Garrison from Results on Purpose. Here, we share leadership wisdom a few minutes at a time. It's that time of year for setting goals, and I'd be willing to bet that most business leaders have set at least some goals for the business. Usually these include revenue and profit goals, and perhaps some corresponding tactical and strategic goals. However, even in a business with individually talented leaders, they struggle as a team to pay attention to the execution of their goals. Thus, these goals take longer than planned, or they don't get the expected results. Sometimes the goals get to the point where completion is no longer realistic, so they're no longer brought up, and eventually they're conveniently forgotten. So what would it take to achieve the goals? More specifically, what would it take for a leadership team to get the planned results on time and on budget? Let's talk about a few of those fundamental elements that help get it done. First, set clear and unambiguous goals. This may seem obvious, but early in my coaching career, I learned that teams can leave a goals meeting all on the same page, but as time goes by, their individual recollection fades. They can wind up debating months later about what the written goals mean, whether they're done or not, and whether they got the intended outcomes that they planned. Second, make a plan of execution right away. The goals themselves should not be written with the how the goal is going to be achieved. In fact, they might distract from defining the desired results. But a plan clarifying the success criteria and milestones should be written as soon as possible. Failure to have a good plan jeopardizes the goals. Work gets started late, so they don't get done on time. Milestones are not defined, so there's no accountability regarding progress. The people and other resources needed to execute the goals don't get identified early, which may create stress later. And the justification to push deadlines back starts to creep up. In fact, sometimes the whole goal gets pushed off or canceled because there was no plan and the start was terrible. This is so important. We developed a tool that we require our clients to complete for each goal to ensure that this step is done consistently and well. Now, third, an owner of each goal must be assigned and they must be held accountable. In other words, one person manages the goal. If more than one person owns it, nobody does. Note that this doesn't mean that they have to do everything. In fact, they might not do anything. They may delegate it all. However, they do own the outcome. Of course, this does not work if the leadership team cannot hold the individual members accountable for getting the results that they own. This is about trust and open and honest communication, and it's a giant topic in and of itself that requires lots of coaching. In a nutshell, when accountability is a thing in your business, it becomes obvious over time who takes ownership over goals and who does not. Those who can't or won't must simply be replaced with those who can and will. There's a process for that too. Now finally, feedback, learning, and celebration have to take place around the goals that you set. When goals are due, the success or failure needs to be broken down and discussed. The team needs to learn from what happened and apply the lessons to the next set of goals. And of course, the successes need to be celebrated. In my coaching practice, I meet with leadership teams every 90 days to, among other things, teach and improve upon this process. There's this transformation that eventually takes place that's perhaps my favorite part of coaching leadership teams. First, the team gets really good at executing their short and long-term goals. Second, over time, most leaders shift from a tactical mindset to a strategic mindset. They go less to the hows and more to the whys of setting goals. And third, as they learn and practice, and as their mindset shifts, the belief in what they can expect of each other and accomplish together grows stronger. They raise the bar on themselves and confidently set bigger and bigger goals, and they achieve them. Again, this is an amazing transformation to watch, and is perhaps my favorite part of coaching leadership teams. Now, the title of this video said that this was self-serving. So here it is. You can make this transformation on your own, but it is hard. You can achieve your goals sometimes years faster and have a lot more fun doing it with a proven business coach. For example, professional athletes don't become great on their own. They're surrounded by the best coaches who work with them consistently on the most fundamental things, as well as to pass on wisdom they've collected from working with lots of other athletes. Consider what it would mean to the bottom line to have a team that takes greater ownership. What would it mean to the bottom line to have a team that plans and executes well? And what would it mean to the bottom line to have your team thinking and acting in a more strategic way? Also, imagine the freedom and the fun that comes when you're surrounded by people like this. If this resonates with you, consider looking into getting a business coach. Thanks for tuning in. If you have a thought to share, please comment below and get a conversation started. For more videos like this, go to youtube.com/results on purpose. To learn more about how we may be able to help accelerate your results, visit resultsonpurpose.com. Also, if you think others will get value out of this video, please click the share button. Thank you.